What's going on with everybody out there? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. And I got somebody on the other line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we got?
Yo, what up? It's your boy IAMSU, man. Tapping in.
Hey, man, how you doing today, man?
I'm all good, man. Blessed.
Hey, so start us off. I see you got dreads. I don't know why this never percolated in my mind, but you wear bonnets, man?
No, as you can see.
Hey, man, you gotta get on the bonnet wave, man. You gotta get on the bonnet wave, man.
So I can get fresh. I see you got the bonnet game, bro. Where you get yours on Amazon?
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Go to a little hair store at the street, man. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Keep it gutter, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't going off Amazon, man. But not like when I use it, it really just like it showed me like how it's just healthy for your hair, bro. Like that shit really keep up with your hair real good, bro. It's fire, man.
Hell yeah. Really where it messed up, when I'll take a shower or something and I'll sleep, I'm instantly untwisted.
Yeah, you gotta put the bonnet on, you'll be good, man. But how long you been growing your hair?
Man, it's been probably like 4 years. I had a long afro. My hair was long. But then when I twisted it up, it shrunk down. But I don't know what it is about dreads, but they sprouted, boy. So now my hair hella long.
Well, for the people who do not know who you are, man, explain who you are real quick to the people, man.
My name is IAMSU. I'm an artist and a producer from the Bay Area. I've been rapping and like putting my videos out since about like 2009. Man, I made a bunch of songs. Went on tour with Wiz Khalifa. Performed all on TVs and stuff. Jimmy Kimmel and old school David Letterman and stuff like that. Been on old school 106 in Park probably like 10 times. Oh yeah, Arsenio Hall. Yeah, got a couple gold and platinum songs. Yeah, I've been just getting blessed in the music game.
Well, that's interesting. I kind of want to go back to the late night shows and the 106 in Parks and whatnot. I feel like a lot of those shows like iconic, like David Letterman, 106 in Park, Arsenio Hall. Out of all of those, which was like the most special for you, or if any were special to you?
They were all special in their own right. You know what I mean? Because I watched all them shows.
Yeah.
But like 106 in Park was the one for me because that was my high school time. Like. You know, freeing AJ and Terrence and Roxy, you feel me? So being able to be on there, freestyle, play my videos, I'm like, dang, like I'm really a rapper. Like that's when that hit me that like, damn, I'm really a rapper, you know? So I like that the most.
Who was the host when you went on there?
It was Lil Bow Wow and I don't know who that lady was.
It wasn't Roxy, was it?
It wasn't Roxy. It was
Damn.
another girl.
It was
I think I seen Terrence and Roxy one time, but mainly it was Bow Wow.
It was Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that was what, 2012, 11, something like that?
From 2012 to like 2015, I think it was the last time I went up there.
Is there any of those shows or any award show that you haven't did yet that you still want to knock off the bucket list?
So most recently, like this past February, I went to the Grammys for the first time, and that was real cool. That was like the bucket list one I wanted to do, like music wise. And I think the only one I haven't been to is the VMAs. I would like to check that out.
Have you ever been to an award show or a late night show, and it was like a whole bunch of like uppity white people, and they was just like, "Who is this nigger coming in? Like this nigger out of here." Has that ever happened?
I ain't felt that yet, bro. I ain't felt that yet.
It
really be loved, and the
really?
white people here be hella cool. I ain't really felt that shit.
It's crazy because like I don't know, like I realized that like a lot of white people, like it's crazy because sometimes I'll listen to a song, right, and I'm like, no way white people are like this, and they end up liking it. I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm a Florida nigga, right? So Kodak, we love Kodak. Kodak is like us. We love that nigga down here. So Kodak is the type of niggas like, y'all like white people like Kodak, or any Florida nigga. It's like, damn, this shit is crazy. So I'm pretty sure it's people like they're out from where you at. It's like, y'all like this? Like, this is crazy. Yeah.
But nah, y'all Florida boys is wild, boy. Y'all Florida boys is wild, for real. Like, who was the other dude I was listening to? Soldier Kid.
Yeah, Soldier Kid. Yeah. Glock 9, all them niggas, yeah.
Man, y'all, they wild. they be having crazy white fans, like, loving it.
It's so crazy because it's like, it's so gutter and it's so street. Like a nigga like NBA Youngboy, it's like, how do white people listen to this goddamn murder gangster music? You know, it's crazy, man. So is there?
California, we like our our top rappers is like low-key still kind of pop stars still, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, we got YG, we got G-Eazy. I'm trying to think. E40, Sage. Who else? The whole HBK gang. Like, we make party music, so maybe that's why. We make party music.
And it's crazy because a nigga like YG, I understand why, but it's a certain side of YG where he be saying some nigga ass shit. Like, he be saying some nigga shit, man. I be like, this nigga got a song about robbing Asian people because they got the bank accounts and
Like, they keep cash in their house.
and you got all the Asian people like, yeah, this shit is fire. Like, he talking about robbing y'all niggas. Y'all like this shit?
All Asians slapping his music. You go to San Diego, you go to Frisco, be all Asians slapping white.
It's crazy. Is there any people out there that you listen to that you're surprised that white people like?
It broke up a little bit. What you said?
I say, is there any white people? I mean, is there any artists out there that you're surprised that white people like?
In the Bay, I'm trying to think. I'm not really surprised. The Bay, honestly, is like one of those places where we all kind of the same. Like, I grew up having friends of all races. Like, my best friend, he's a Sikh Indian. You feel me? From middle school. And then I knew like people from El Salvador and like different white boys and Asians. We had all type of friends, you know. So the Bay is one of those places where it's people from the whole planet all converge on one little area. So I wasn't really surprised because we was all growing up and going through the same stuff, you know.
It's interesting that you bring up, growing up in the Bay, because I would like if you like indulge about growing up in the Bay, because the only thing I know about the Bay is my homeboy went out there and he said some crackheads offered to wash his car, and when they did it, they started thizzing on top of his car, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." So I was like, I'm never going to the Bay. I don't want a nigga to thiz dance on top of my hood, man. I'm about to unload the Mac 11 on the nigga, man. So please, yeah. So explain to me about growing up in the Bay. Like, how is it out there?
Man, I wouldn't want to be from nowhere else. I love it. Like, number one, like, the weather is cool. It don't be hella OD hot. It don't be hella OD cold. I could get off a hoodie pretty much 360 days out the year. It'll be like that one time where it's just dumbass cold.
Yeah.
And that one day out the year where it's 100 degrees. But other than that, it'd be cool. And then, like, aside from that, like I said, it's people from all over the world. So the food, like, I'll eat different types of food from different places, and it's a lot of Asian people out there, and I love lumpia, bro. Like, I love lumpia. We got the best Chinese food, the best Mexican food, and in the music culture, you know, like, a lot of artists come to the Bay, and they Bay Area concert be their most lit show out of their tour, just cause, like, how we receive music, we give right back to you. Like, a lot of people, when they go to a concert, they'll just be looking and enjoying it, you feel me, soaking it in. We instantly like, hey, it was going crazy. We expressive. We expressive, like, different from like LA or New York or even Miami or something, like, where everybody's just hella cool, you know. We expressive, and we don't mind sweating and dancing. Like, if you go to a party, there's gonna be people actually dancing in there. What else though? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, we just got a lot of energy. We expressive. That's why them crackheads was thiz dancing on top of the car. They couldn't hold it in.
A nigga thiz dancing on top of your car is crazy, man. That's crazy shit right there. But not, y'all got some like fire new music. Like, I think this nigga from I think he from the Bay. Is One Take J from the Bay?
One Take J is from somewhere in LA.
He's not
but
from the Bay.
He for sure is influenced by like the Young Kurtz. Do you know who Young Kurt is?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, so he's influenced by like the Young Kurtz, the Wolf Packs, you know, that whole generation of like MySpace rap.
Okay.
From the Bay. So with the Bay and LA, we like cousins. We like 5 hours apart, but we have so much in common. But now that the internet is what it is, and we got Instagram, and we can see what people are going through every day, it ain't as much of a divide. But when I was in high school, they used to like clown us for wearing Vans. Like, we went to Disneyland for grad night, and we all had our Vans on because that's like, you know. And that was like Vans. We wearing Chucks. Like, it was still hella old school. Like, the debates was still hella old school. But now with Instagram, it's pretty much one thing, and there's so many Bay Area people in LA and vice versa that we got a lot of the same things. So like somebody like One Take J, that was just in him to make that, you know.
It's crazy that you bring up Vans because that makes me think of that classic Pac song. I got my Vans on blue like sneakers,
That was
and
the
it's
one.
it was before. I'm a Lil B fan now, but this is before. It was like my first exposure to Lil B or anybody in the Pac, and I remember in the video they were throwing away Jordans. And I was like, this is blasphemy. I was like, get these niggas off my TV pronto. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But now it's crazy because in 2019, you see everybody with Vans. Now it's not even a skater shoe anymore. It's niggas that's from the hood wearing Vans. Like it's niggas with
Lucci posting Vans every day.
it's niggas with three bodies on on you know what I'm saying? It's it's niggas it's real ass niggas wearing Vans. Like this shit is crazy. So I mean, is that a thing that stemmed out there from like the West? Like did y'all start that Van wave?
It's a skate culture thing. So anywhere people would skate, but it's a lot of skaters like Berkeley, Frisco, Oakland, Richmond. It's a lot of skaters out there, and that's where I got a lot of my style from because I kicked it with a lot of skaters. Like one of my good friends, J.N., he was a skater, and they were putting me on to like what they would wear.
Yeah.
You know, the way you wear your jeans, the type of belts, and all that stuff.
And it's crazy because you say that you and L are the Bay and LA are cousins, and for whatever reason, I don't know if you can explain this to me, but the Bay, I think it's the Bay, but the Bay and Detroit rappers rap very similar. I don't know if you know the comparison. I don't know why that is. I don't know if you know why, but if you can explain that to me, because I'm a big Sada Baby fan. He a Detroit nigga, and
Yeah, me too.
he sound like a nigga from out there. That nigga's hard though, but so I don't know if you
He
can
could be
explain
from
that.
East Oakland. But the reasoning being, I believe, is that the cities are hella similar. The cities are hella similar. You know, they industrial cities. It's a lot of heavy collection of black people there. So just like the culture is similar. They dance out there too. You know what I mean? And they express themselves too. Like I had a show in Detroit and I got a lot of love out there. Like they love our music. You feel me? So shouts out to Sada Baby and Dage. Who was the other homies out there?
It's a lot of
Sada
niggas.
Baby,
Out there.
Dage, Big Shine.
Yeah.
They show love out there.
No, that's fire. And I guess to take it back to why I've been doing this interview, the first time I ever heard you was Susie Six Speed. So that was a long time ago. And I was like, this is a pretty good mixtape. It was a very, very long time ago. And I think that I like heard bits and pieces of your music, but for whatever reason, did you curate an Apple Music playlist or something recently, or you curated something? I seen your name somewhere about a playlist, or am I tripping?
I made a playlist, I think, on Spotify.
Spotify, that's what it was. So I was like, damn, I ain't seen this nigga name in a minute. Let me go see what he doing. So I listened to your last little It's Always Pure Love. That shit is fire. That shit is fire. Let me tell you what I like about it. So usually I'm a music reviewer, so I review music, but haven't reviewed this yet. I'm gonna try to review it later in the week. And just to give you like what I like about it, I like the fact that you keep it fun, you know what I'm saying? It's upbeat, but you paying attention to bars. You rapping on here, you know what I'm saying? Like you playing with flows, you playing with rhyme schemes. You're not doing like one syllable rhymes. You're doing like 2 syllable rhymes while you still having fun with it. You singing with it, like I ain't expect to sing with it. I need. Like, you know that been sliding, man. So it's a really good album, man. I had to let you know that, man. It's a fire album.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I worked really hard on that. I made all the beats, all that stuff, and I was just in a little vibe, like, and I was really more so trying to pay attention to how I'm rapping more, and I'm trying to rap more, because a lot of my other projects that I put out, I have more like little singing, auto-tune stuff, but I'm like, I just want to show that I can rap a little bit more, like, just throw about 50% more rapping in there, still sing my hooks, but I'm gonna rap a little bit more. So I'm glad you appreciated that, bro.
Now that's what threw me off because I was like, I don't remember this nigga being like a good rapper, but I'm listening to it now. I'm like, yo, this nigga's like rapping for real, you know. So I'm always a fan. I love when niggas, you know, pay attention to bars. That's why I love niggas who can really rap. So I just gotta thank you for that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's fire.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. That was the intention.
What made you want to pay attention more to the raps?
It's just like what you said, like people was like, oh, Sue can't rap. I don't know him to be a rapper. I'm like, what, nigga? Like, I'm really like a hip hop head. Like, I make the music that I make, you know, because I like to have fun. But I pay attention to bars just like every other real rap fan, you know what I mean? And I grew up listening to people like Lil Wayne and Jay-Z and Jadakiss, and, you know, Fabulous, and niggas with the actual bars. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, of course.
Yeah, and even aside from the rapping, like I said, the singing was was beautiful, man. You know, real nice, and Hottest Africa are my two favorite songs. I like Hottest Africa because like you was barring it up on Hottest. I'm like, yo, this nigga rap. Who? I'm like, this nigga got a ghostwriter or some shit. Like this nigga rap his ass off on him, man. This nigga done Quentin Miller to beat or some shit. Man. I didn't know what was going on, man. But that's fire. But real nice. I don't know. It's something about the way you sung that you was going crazy on that shit, man. So, do you have like a vocal coach, or is that just like something that you just natural?
Hell nah, I just be really just going for it. I just be going for it and how I sound. My grandma used to say I could sing, but I just be going for it, bro.
Have you ever thought about doing more like less auto-tuney, like just like straightforward singing stuff?
I would go for it if it sounds good enough. I'll do it.
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, for sure. I sing all the time. Like I sing songs while I'm just riding or something, just vibing out. I'll do that. Or I got a homegirl, her name Tyler. She be singing with me. We sing little funny songs on the phone.
Yeah, low key when you were singing, it put me in the mind of like Ty Dolla $ign on that song a little bit. And when I listen to Ty Dolla $ign, yeah, when I listen to Ty Dolla $ign, he puts me in the mood of like a church, you know, like a choir or some shit. So, you know, if you ever, you know what I'm saying, they put you on a gospel album, you know what I'm saying, live with Kurt Franklin, you might be on some shit, man.
I would love that. If I did a gospel album, my mama would love that.
That'd be crazy, man. So, but nah, what's your favorite song here?
My favorite song on the mixtape right now is Pressure. I like Hottest Africa a lot. Especially that second verse. But Pressure is my favorite.
That's your one?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. How long did it take you to make this?
It took me about 2 weeks. I had skeletons of all the songs because I record pretty much every day. But when it was time to like really gear up and knock it out, I was doing like completing hooks and doing verses and stuff. It took me about 2 weeks to do that.
Well, I don't want to be that nigga, but you know, like, I hate when niggas, like, ask, like, oh, so when's the next mixtape coming? You just put out a mixtape. That's trash. But I hate when niggas do that. Like, I'll make a video, and I put all my, like, blood, sweat, and tears, and they be like, oh, when the next video dropping? Like, bitch, if you don't watch this video, nigga. Like, I hate that shit.
Well, I feel the exact same way, but I'm like, I just gotta stay strapped. That's how people thinking. I just gotta stay strapped now.
So I gotta ask.
I got a whole nother mixtape ready.
That's what I was gonna ask. So you already working on something?
Because I know how motherfuckers are. Like, just how you said, you can't do nothing without the next one.
It's so trash because the generation we live in is like everything. People got quick attention spans. You know, like I feel like in the 90s, 80s, niggas listen to albums for a long time, you know, and sit with them. Now we hear an album, we done with it for the next week.
2 years.
Man, like a nigga like Schoolboy Q's dropped the album. 2 weeks from now, I know niggas gonna be off of that. They're gonna be like, damn, what's the next thing coming out? It's like, he just dropped the album.
Yeah, exactly. And when I was putting out like Susie 6 Speed and stuff, I was kind of aware of that. So the year I dropped Susie 6 Speed, I dropped 3 mixtapes. I dropped that. I dropped $1 Million Afro Problem and Stupid with JN. And that was like just because I was thinking like that too, because I'm a big ass Wayne fan. Like, Wayne was always having a song for me to hear, whether he put it out or it got leaked, you know. Yeah. So it was always a little Wayne song available. So I think that's what really be separating artists. I know when a rapper gets on that wave where he's dropping consistently, that's when they kind of just tip the scale, you know?
Yeah. I guess to get out of music, is there anything else that you're involved in, or you're like interested in, hobbies or sports, TVs, anything that catches your interest when you're not working on music?
Yeah, I love sports. I watch Undisputed every day. I watch Stephen A. Smith pretty much every day. I love sports. I pay attention to a lot of sports. I like Marvel movies a lot, bro. Like a lot. I've been like reverse researching like a lot of the storylines. I really like Marvel stuff. I like theme parks, like, and I don't even like roller coasters. This is the weird thing. I don't like roller coasters like that. I'll get on like the little B grade rides, but I like theme parks hella much. Like looking at videos of theme parks and stuff. I like that, and like animal shit too. I hella like that shit too.
So who are your sports teams?
The Lakers, I like the Raiders, and the A's. I pretty much support anything Bay Area, you feel me? Like, so if the Niners is going crazy, I'm rocking with them. If the Raiders is going crazy, I'm rocking with them. If the Giants is going crazy, I'm rocking with them.
So are you rocking?
Warriors by default, but
I forgot. The Warriors is the Bay team, so I mean, you think they're going to the finals this year?
Man, it's like them refs is gonna get them there. That's what I think. Refs is gonna get them there.
So you think they getting the refs help? Because a lot of people saying that they don't see what's going on.
I think they're getting a little bit of ref help, but I think it's ref help throughout the NBA, and they're gonna have to start hollering at that. I think we might see a situation where a ref was getting bribed or something, because it'd be some things they turn a blind eye to. I'd be like, wow. But what I really want to see Portland go for it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see Warriors Portland in that Western Conference.
Hey, Dame is a cold nigga, man. That's.
He's from East Oakland.
Oh, he's from East Oakland?
Yeah, James from East Oakland.
He a cold nigga, man. Like that, like the shot he hit to put away game, 4 or 5, whatever. Man, that was nasty, man. That was one of that's gonna go down in history as like one of the greatest shots. The way he walked off, and that shit was nasty, man. That shit was nasty, man.
I want to see him compete for that ring. That's what I'm saying, man. I just hope he gets to that Western Conference, and if he could beat the Warriors, I want to see him get that ring, bro. He deserved it because he worked hella hard.
I agree. I think it's definitely fire. And it's crazy because when you bring up ref help, I'm always like reluctant to like get on board because I'm a Patriot fan. And niggas always saying the Patriots cheat and niggas Patriots again. So I could never get on board with that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
y'all boys, man.
So I mean,
Tom Brady another beast.
He is.
Another beast.
I mean, so being a Cali nigga, I would assume you were rooting for the Rams in the Super Bowl.
I was rooting for the Rams, but you know Tom Brady's from the Bay.
Damn, he is. That's crazy. Nigga, who's not from the Bay?
Mateo or something.
That's crazy. I did not know that. That's wild. Did you ever grow up playing sports?
I played basketball. Like all through high school and stuff.
Are you still good?
No.
No, really?
Like that. I could shoot, but if I had to run fives right now, it'd get easy. And honestly, like somebody crossed me right now, I don't know the condition of my knees and ankles. Like my lateral movement could be real crazy right now.
I'm saying, like, what if a nigga tells you 1-on-1 to gain a 5 real quick? You think you can hold your own?
Oh, yeah, I'm playing and I'm going crazy. That situation, half court, up to 3-on-3, I'm doing numbers. But if we running fives, 4 quarters of running fives, you know, that was over.
Hey, well, look, man, I'ma definitely be out there later this year. So if you trying to get buckets, you know what I'm saying, I definitely dunk on you. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely dunk on you off vert too, man. I'm disrespecting you on camera, man. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta come to my festival, man.
Yo, if a nigga ever dunk on me off vert, I just might kill myself, man. I don't know what's the point of living after that, man. That's crazy, man.
Walking off, man.
That's crazy. But hey, before we get before we get out of here, I got a couple fan questions, and we can wrap this up, man. So the first fan question comes from Cat Punks. He says, "Ask if he remembers any wild moments during the makings of this legendary musical composition," and he linked Young Thug. Oh my gosh.
Bro, that song honestly was hella funny, like to be hella real. My partner C4, shout out to C4. He the reason why I did that song. He like, bro, I got this song with Thug. I produced, bro. It's like a Cali song, and I hear it. I'm like, Thug sound manny. Like I had already been listening to Thug at that time, but I'm like, he sound manny as hell. Like, all right, fuck it, I'ma do it. You know what I mean? But we was laughing about it. Honestly, we was laughing about it.
That is, I really sometimes wonder what goes through Thug head, and in that moment, I really want to see like video of him just like, I see you from far. Like he was going crazy in the booth when he made that, man. So yes, I seen somebody.
I believe that whatever it comes to his head, he's doing it. He's one of them. I don't know if you hear stuff like when you hear a beat or something, and you just hear something instantly, but you like, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
But he like, I'm gonna do it.
Does.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. Creasy said he basically wants to know where is Sincerely Yours. He said it's nowhere on the internet, and that was one of his favorite albums from 2014, and it makes him sad that he can't listen to it anymore.
Sincerely Yours is it's in the quantum realm. I don't know if y'all ever seen the Marvel where Ant-Man is at right now. That's where Sincerely Yours is at. It's in the quantum realm. Gotta press that button and bring it back.
So will people ever get Sincerely Yours?
Man, God willing. It's just a couple steps that need to be taken, but God willing.
Okay. Let's see. We also got a question from, I don't know how to say this nigga name, but he know his name. He basically asked, do you have any funny E40 stories?
Man, I just was with E40 and he made some fire ass lumpia. Honestly, I pulled up on him. We did the song. He walked off. He came back with like 40 turkey lumpias, bro. We slapped them all, bro.
That's funny. So E40 a good cook? I ain't know nigga not a cook.
E40 honestly is a good ass cook. It's just inspired. You're talking about, yeah, we made him with coconut oil.
Hey man, E40 gotta be one of the funniest rappers to ever grace Earth, man.
That legend, bro. He a legend, bro, for real.
That nigga there is amazing. One of my favorite tweets from him, that nigga said, speaking of the Giants, that nigga said, only Buster I respect is Posey. Ew. Some funny ass nigga right there, man. Last question though comes from Young Nato. He says, hey man, big fan. Gotta ask though, who's your favorite porn star?
Oh, I don't got one.
No favorite porn star.
I don't got one, man. I don't got one.
Hey man, that nigga.
I don't know what that is. I would never.
That's funny, man. And on that note, man, anything else you gotta say before we get out of here?
Man. First off, thank you. Appreciate the interview. Make sure y'all download It's Always Pure Love mixtape out now. And if y'all want to fly to the Bay, July 27th, I'm having an IAMSU Art Music Festival. A lot of talented people, art, food. So yeah, pull up in San Francisco.
All right, man. Until next time, everybody. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate.